in the past, they could fake that they were just puppets. They could fake so many things, and it looks real to us. Like, it did really look real. And I was like, wow, it's just like, oh, that's the president and doing the best for us, and all of whatever it is, right? But now they can't fake it anymore. And I have a list that I made. What happens and what you see when you start to awake, when you start to gain more consciousness. My name is Marco, and I am here to help you move into the 5D. And I'm here to talk about all the things that happens moving into the 5D. Not just the end result. I'm here to talk about all the stuff that goes on in between, because it's going to take some time before we are actually kind of like all implemented. We're in this beginning phase where people start to wake up in different like waves, and they're here to do different things. But here is a list that I made out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, maybe 20 things. And I will tell you a few things in this video that maybe are seen as a conspiracy, but behind all of these conspiracies is basically truth. It's just that most people can't handle the truth delivered to them. Their mind would go cuckoo, and then they're like, yeah, I can't handle it. It's too much for me. Like, their mind just can't. It's not. That's why they always try, no, not true. Please leave me alone so I can stay in my bubble. Please let me just be ignorant for some time, because I'm already so exhausted. I'm in pain. I've been traumatized. I can't deal with my emotions. I had a really traumatic experience with my parents. So I can't deal with more truth, because that will break me. Okay, number 1, the moon calendar. We have right now 12 months with like between 28 and 31 days. This is made up. It's gonna blow your mind. It's made up by humans to collect taxes. And I can mention, if I put this on ChatGPT, who invented the 12-month calendar? It's called the Gregorian calendar, which was introduced by Pope Gregory X3, I don't even know how you say that, in 1582. It was a reform of the Julian calendar, which has been used since 45 years before Christ, implemented by Julius Caesar, in the Roman Empire. This calendar was created to form a tax system, so to tax people, so put people into this cogwheel of payment, because they wanted to be able to understand the tax system. So when you study like the moon, you understand that the moon has been the moon for as long as the moon has been the moon, and the moon has 13 months, or I would say cycles. The moon has 13 cycles with 28 days in each cycle. So this is the original, where this is the internal clock within us, are directly linked to the moon. And then we put shit in our mind that poison us and tells us that we have 12 months and 31 days and shit. It confuses the body so much that we are out of sync with nature itself. I can tell you, I've been living off of like no time, literally no date, no phone, on a beach in Mexico for 2 months' time, and my internal clock changed. How I slept, how I felt, when I woke up, all of those things. I've tested this. It's working. And now when I understand that we are programmed, told by another human in 1582 that this was the way to go with the calendar, we're all deceived. We're all being told a lie that is not true, and it's now coming up to the surface. In the 5D, I can see that we are going back to the old. We're going back to nature's way, not what someone thought about in their mind so they can get rich faster. It's a very big difference between getting rich faster and thinking yourself through stuff, or nature's way. Like the moon has been going like this over cycles for as long as humans has been around, and then a couple hundred years ago someone wanted to get rich quick, so they changed it. What do you think is like? I know it took me some time to really accept this, and like, shit, is this even true? Because that broke down so many shit in my mind, and I was like, if that is true, like, nothing is really real. Like, they just made up shit like this for us to live after, and we have totally just accepted this. Like the Santa Claus, not real, right? Christmas, not real. Made up. All of it. Made up, for example. There's so many things that we do that are made up that is not a part of nature. It's rather someone else's story that we are living by. Do you understand what I mean? Okay. How about this? All our food has poisons, chemicals, toxins. Yeah, literally all fruits that you can buy in store, literally almost all food to some degree has some poison in it. And it's getting worse. In the 5D, what I see in my hallucination is that this with all the poison is gone. It's gonna come to a point where all the poisons, it's just gonna stop. This evil shit that's been going on for a long time, it's going to stop, and in the end the food will be really pure and it will be handled in a different way. It's just that all of these people, I don't think that, all of these people has done this with like an evil intent. But they're coming from a place of greed, which is also fear. And when they come from a place of greed and you act from a place of greed, you want more profit. Then you take action accordingly to your feeling, which means that you are going to do things which is like poison us and put chemicals on these so they can last longer. I can mention probably between 5 to 10 things that are legal that makes fruits, for example, because I love fruits, last longer. And there's one specific thing that they use that is completely okay for them. We don't know the effect on us, but they say it's safe. But they told that COVID also was safe, and it was 99% pure, and then it ended up with like, it has 3% effectiveness, and it literally kills people. They say a lot of stuff when they act from a place of greed. When they're like, no, just don't think about it. Just take this because I need more. I want more. I don't trust life. That's why I keep acting in greed, like I need to take from you. You understand? It comes from a place of fear and scarce. Fear and greed is the same coin, but two different sides. It's two different feelings. And it poisons us. It's not that we are intentionally do things. It's that they are in fear. When they are in fear, do you understand? They don't internally think, I'm gonna poison them. But the feeling itself of greed and fear will make them do shit. So the only way to make sure this is changing is when people heal. The only thing that we're supposed to be focusing on is healing ourselves. Nothing else. How about this one? You are the creator of your reality. Literally, you are the creator of your life. You can do whatever you want, but they've been telling you that you can't, that you need to obey, that you need to be blah, 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 do this, blah, blah, sit down, you can't do this is rule. Everything that all the rules is literally made up by someone else no smarter than you. And they have done this to make sure that they feel safe, because when you are controlled, they can feel safe about themselves. That's what it's all about. They do all of this stuff because they are fearful when they don't know how to handle you. That's why they create rules and make you obey. Literally, you are so freaking powerful, so you can do anything that you want at any time. You can make as much money as you want. You can literally do whatever you want, and you have the power to do this. But they have made you believe that you are weak, that you can't do it, that you need someone else, that you need their permission, or that you need someone else's permission. You don't need no one's permission. The only permission that you need is yours. Isn't this wild how they got you into this lie that they want you to buy into? How about this one? All of the media out there, their only work that they have is to incite fear inside of you so they can control and manipulate you and make you take decisions that is no good for you but only good for them. By media using their tactics of scares, they are controlling the narrative on what you are going to do and not do. When you wake up and you go into the 5D and you start to see all of this stuff, it's really hard to kind of like, shit, the whole world is literally upside down. And it can be very overwhelming to understand all of these things. And I was like, what are we gonna do with it? When we know all of this information, it was like, in the Matrix, the blue pill was like staying where you are, you forget who you were, and you just live your life as a robot, and that's how you do it. Like, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is pain. Ignorance is suffering. What we all crave, all humans, is freedom. We think we are free, but we are in a world and simulation where we need to obey and follow someone else's rules, and we don't even know who created the rules. We just keep following them. Someone follows a rule about a 12-month calendar, and everyone just like, let's just do it. You see how when something is really implemented on a grand level, we just keep doing it. How about this one? And it took me really long time for me to believe this also, but now I seen it with my own eyes. I even met pilots. I talked to them. I've seen the poison. I've seen it like with my own eyes. They are poisoning our air. Even all the chemtrails. I was like, no. In the beginning I was like, no, it's not true. For a long time, I didn't want to believe it. Now I can see that they're trying to. The thing is that they intentionally. Part of it is like poisoning people, but part of it is also controlling the weather. They try to change things by putting chemicals in the air, and yeah, it's just one of the other stuff that's just completely not cuckoo. Like, propaganda is literally everywhere. Propaganda is one of those things that makes you emotionally attached to something, and then you believe that you are involved in something, but you only believe their lies. Propaganda can be put out there to make you involved in something that you don't want to be involved in, but emotionally, because you're reactive to the world, you literally react to it. You literally buy into it, and then you're like, yeah, one. They're like, we're all one. We're all one. We have different beliefs and stories and how we grew up, and we look different. I've been all around the world, literally in all parts of the world, like all continents. I met people from all, like, we are all one. We all have a liver, we all have a brain, we all have eyes, we all have a mouth, we all have a throat. Like, we are all one. It's just that we have formed different beliefs and stories how to live the life. But if you put an Spanish spoken person into America, that will Spanish spoken person, if he grows up in America, all of a sudden he will be an American. It's because the only thing that's the 7 first year of the child's life that, like, sets the tone of the reality. And it's no difference, but the propaganda makes you believe that we are separate when we are all one. We are all one together. We're all in this game. We're all in this matrix. We're all in this life, this story, the movie. We're all in this together. It's nothing different. I'm playing this game just like you are playing this game, and there's no thing in between. How about this one? This is gonna be the last. I got this one from actually my ex-partner, and it's. I didn't see this, but now when we had Bufo together and she saw this in a Bufo session, it's just profound. It has made me alert to watch what kind of products that I buy and read on the labels and googling what's inside, because we think that a lot of these chemicals are safe because someone else told us that they were safe. Someone sat somewhere and like, yeah, this chemical is safe, sell it to the population. That necessarily is not true. All the air fresheners, all the laundry detergents, all of these, even perfumes, are the silent killer. And I mean, what I mean by that, yeah, we are very we wanna smell all of these smells, these artificial smells, and we put this stuff in our toilet, and all of this. They are literally killing you. They are the silent killer. They are the chemicals that literally poison you. It goes into your nose, and then it goes into your lungs, and then from your lungs it goes into your your whole body, and we call it the silent killer. We should avoid all of these perfumes. You should even use this normal perfumes. This is what you should smell. This is from nature. This is what, or I have dates here. Dates. Oh, amazing. That smell is natural, but something that comes out of chemicals might smell nice in the moment, but it's the silent killer. I hope if you like this video, comment. It's a new type of video that I did. Comment down below and subscribe if you want me to do more. My list is still really long and I can continue to do more of it, but I see that the video is really long. So if you like it, please comment. And if what kind of stuff you like, comment that too. And I see you in the 5D.